Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show.
A new Max Signature Crystal is on the way to coincide with 7-star shards being released in the coming weeks. Do Kabam plan to take on arena cheats after their recent announcement on security? These Battleground bugs are stopping progress for players, and when is the new AQ update coming? And much more. Yo, what is up everybody? We are back here on the channel for another MCN. It's a Monday, we gotta kick things off. And yeah, just to confirm, I did dress up as Loki for Halloween, and you might be wondering, why are you not wearing this for any kind of videos and stuff? Well, if you look really closely, well, you can see right here that it's literally like indenting into my skull, and it was becoming very tight to a point I was getting very lightheaded and had to remove the entire piece. So I'll have to kind of figure out a way to kind of wear the wig with it so that it doesn't kind of, or get a new piece of elastic to go around and then squeeze in the rivets in order to kind of like do that. But that's a job for future, Richard. But yeah, that was the cosplay. But apart from that, I was happy with the costume, happy how it turned out. I've definitely got to make a decision about what I'm going to go as next year. Definitely something like that I have to shave. That's probably going to be something. But in any case, new show. Let's start. Let's kick things off. Battlegrounds, okay? A few bugs. Now look, there's been loads of bugs since July of this year when it comes to different things. Like here, like people going into fights and find that there was a timeout. Still somewhat in-game in some capacity. Player was saying and showcasing here that, look, they had a, well, quite weird, they had a freeze as soon as they started. And at the same time, in the top, you can't see any kind of timer. So you don't know what is happening to the extent of fight that you've actually kind of got to get done in a short space of time. Time's very important when it comes to Battlegrounds, so seeing stuff like this is really, really annoying. And people could say that this is, well, this device specific, and a lot of the time, 9 times out of 10, it is the case, but this is the biggest problem. It's all about producing a game that is optimized for all devices that it goes on. I mean, look, you go into the App Store, you go on to Google Play, and you're like, right, when I download an app, it's either going to be a case that you should be given the instruction, is it going to be completely compatible with your device or not? Sadly, that's not always the case with Marvel Contest of Champions and lots of other games, and it's kind of like a lottery whether or not the game functions well when it comes to different things. Gameplay, visual effects, sound effects, inputs, the list goes on. In any case, back to Battlegrounds and the source of what we're talking about in this first story. And there's a lot of bugs still, like there's a bug here. I've seen a couple people talking about this where they literally got a black screen. And this literally can just kill you off when it comes to, you know, the results. And you just straight up lose just like that. Boom, loss. Just like that, because it just goes black screen. The game doesn't know what to do about it. And you're scuppered. You really are just kind of like scuppered with this. So at this point, we turn our attention to the Trello board. If you're not familiar, Kabam has done a Trello board which lists some of the bugs. Not all the bugs. I think it's just a case. It's a good chunk of things that have been mentioned in a popularity sense and people that have kind of given reports back to Kabam on stuff. But let's have a look. Like, there's new additions, which is solo objectives are either resetting or disappearing. Questionable alliance event leaderboard placements. I think that's in correspondence to the issue that we said about that Kabam are looking to kind of give compensation for. Sound effects are still heard. Meet your match. If the opponent disconnects, the display match results will be from the player's previous match. Not really what we just saw a moment ago. Players are reported randomly losing mid-fight before the time elapsed or was KO'd. No. Quitting a BG match results in a freeze for some players. I don't think they quit. It's just the case that these are just 2 visual bugs that haven't been addressed and dealt with. But as I said, this could be device specific, which again points to Kabam working on optimization for various different types of devices. So I would say in those cases, if you have a bug that seems to be out of the realms of, well, not everybody's talking about it, it seems very specific to you, or just a couple of people or a few people or something like that, is maybe do like a support ticket or get on the forums and start kind of like a thread, which then Kabam can see that and then kind of like act on that one. And also Kabam, I would urge you to look at what other people are seeing, look at the evidence from this, because we collect it together in a video-based format, and look to investigate. So everybody needs to kind of like play their part in kind of dealing with this, but mainly Kabam. mainly Kabam, come on. How Kabam are tackling cheaters is the next thing we're going to talk about, especially because, as Kabam said recently, that they'll be looking to take on cheaters in this forum thread, which we did a full video on, and how they plan to put in anti-cheat measures for this. They've got a new hire in the team which is going to be dealing with a lot of the situations, especially when it comes to Battlegrounds. Now, a lot of people were questioning, well, that's all well and good that they're doing this against like Battleground cheaters and how they plan to tackle it, and whether or not they look to do some kind of like live anti-cheat, or it's a case they kind of do new stringent measures rather than this being like, oh, after. Because the biggest problem is if you lose to a player that cheated, you don't get any, you lose you could lose a victory shield, number one, in Battlegrounds, and number two, it's like, well, that's your time wasted, because that should have been a win for you, or it could have been more than likely a win for you. I think it's probably best to say more than likely a win, by having your time wasted by going up against a modder or a cheater. But the question did come up as to, well, it's all well and good of them focusing on Battlegrounds, what about Arena? In any case, apart from the obvious of going, look, if there's an Abyss of Legends collector profile picture and they got like a very low account or very little champions in it, not saying that it's impossible, it's just improbable that a player has kind of amassed the extent of grind in the high level areas in a short space of time. You would kind of go like, okay, well, there's something fishy going on. And in any case, right, what are Kabam planning to do about this? Well, Kabam Jax responds back to thread saying, just for clarity, the team is looking to tackle cheating in all game modes. The original post simply says that it's been on the top of summoners' minds because of Battlegrounds, but cheating is cheating, modding is modding. The anti-cheat plans are targeting the entire game, not just one game mode. And I know it says the anti-cheat. Is that referring to like what the person is, or a Kabam looking into an anti-cheat for the game? Don't know how the mobile system works, if there's stuff in for like mobile, Apex Legends mobile, or Warzone mobile, or Fortnite mobile, all these like mobile-based versions. Don't know if there's an anti-cheat, don't know if there's a system in place, don't know if Kabam would kind of like employ it into the game. Yeah, interesting. Nevertheless, more I think to kind of go over as this is unpacked. But Kabam, you know, shouldn't release any information. Put it into like motion, see how it kind of like works, and then we'll be like, hey, this is either good or bad. As we forewarned you in that particular show, that yes, it's probable that you could have the new update on the 7th of November. That is the earliest time you can start to receive 7-star shards when you dupe 6-star champions. The earliest. The latest will be Wednesday the 9th. So just to kind of clarify on that, because a lot of people say, oh, well, the update is always Monday. No, it's not always Monday. It's not always Tuesday, and it's not always going to be by early morning Wednesday. It could be a case it's either going to be between Monday or Wednesday. There's been worst case scenarios it's dropped on a Wednesday. There's been best case scenarios when it's dropped, for me, like midday UK time on a Monday. It's very rare, but normally it's about that kind of 5 PM UK time sweet spot. So it's like a 9 AM PST time when it goes live. The reason that this is important is that if you want to get 7-star shards or start getting 7-star shards, you might want to consider waiting a further week when it comes to the featured 6-star, the new one coming out on November 1st, which is tomorrow. So it's just a forewarning. I know there's going to be people that want to go and get themselves those new champions. I might do the cheeky one, but that's because I think that I'll probably get a new champion, which would be big thumbs up. But if I get a dupe of the champion, I'll be like, damn, okay, that's annoying. Because then I'll be like, that's wasted 7-star shards. In any case, I will be predominantly waiting a further week in order to get some 7-star shards, possibly in that. So I actually probably think I'll just wait another week, because I know what'll happen. I'll get a dupe of something that I don't particularly want to get. It is what it is. But the question, which someone did pose, is about Max Signature Crystals, and that is very important. So statement regarding Max Signature Crystals. When we release November build, we'll be introducing a new version of the Max Signature Ability Crystal that will provide 7-star shards. The name will remain the same, so just be called Max Signature Crystal. Next, similar to needing to update to the November build to acquire 7-star shards, you'll need to update to access the new crystal. Any current 6-star max signature crystal existing in Summoner's stash will not be updated or adjusted. Oh. Same name, new art, new description, new rewards, no changes to currently owned crystals. So yeah, if you're hoarding your max signature crystals until you've got those 6-star max signature crystals, yeesh, not good. Pop them open now, yeah, that's sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, at least gives you an idea of how the max signature, new max signature crystal is coming into the game as of next week. Alliance Quest rewards update, and kind of like the mode being updated. Let's face it, Season 10 can't come soon enough. Why? Well, if you look at the meta of rewards that have been shifted, we've seen incursions rewards being bumped up. We have seen rewards in the past being bumped up for Cavalier difficulty and other lower difficulties. Not so much a side quest, but it is what it is with that one. And we've seen Alliance Wars season rewards go up. So there's been, and also like I suppose act-based content, there's been rewards bumps is a point to get to, right? But what about AQ? AQ definitely feels like it is falling by the wayside in a comparison to how other rewards and other metas are. Like it became more of a better idea of a process for our Alliance to focus on Season 36, I think it was? No, 37. Season 37, and do that over doing AQ, because the rewards are better. Like, that's so weird that that's the case, but again, it is what it is when it comes to this. So a rewards meta jump up needs to be done, especially compared with how Alliance War Seasons is. So when is an update coming in? That is the big point. And that's the big question. And it looks like news is coming in next month. That's kind of the, you know, well, closest time we can see any answer. It doesn't really give us an idea of rollout of that one. So as it says, as Kabam Mike says here, AQ update news is coming next month. Stay tuned. This was posted last week, 27th, so latter point of last week. And that will put us into, I would assume, early November, to then have it launched towards the latter point in November or the start of December, which, you know, it would be a bit disappointing, but I suppose it is what it is with the, that's how Kabam want to roll it out. So yeah, as Kabam Mike follows up with this, someone says, my money is on an update news only next month. Let's take bets. But in any case, that just gives you an answer right there. There's not really much to go on. It's breadcrumbs when it comes to information on it. But apart from that, at least to know that is, well, here's something. It's just a case of seeing better rewards. Like, that's just it. A lot of us want to see better rewards, and hopefully we get to see that. And hopefully, well, do you think this Kabam are gonna, you know, point to a new map, like map 9? Do you think Kabam will do map 9? I don't know, thoughts in the comment section. Do you think that Kabam will announce map 9 of AQ? Is it too soon? And now we end the show on a Monday as we normally do by collecting arena results and looking at predictions for round 2 for Spot and for Doctor Strange. The results and predictions are in for round 1 of Doctor Strange and Spot. So first of all, starting off with Doctor Strange, we had a 34.2 mil, which got position 48, and Doctor Strange went a lot less than I thought. I mean, I thought it was going to go low, but man, that went quite low. So you probably can imagine that, I don't know, I really didn't think of what position 100 is going to give. It's going to be something silly like 27 mil or something like that. But in any case, 34.2 mil got the 6-star with position 48. 13 mil got position 197. So I can imagine like 7 mil, maybe going up like 8 mil, maybe something like that. It's going to be crazy to think like what the final results are for that 5-star Doctor Strange. Maybe everyone has him, but at the same time, they can't find a use for him. Moving on to the Spot Arena, 258 mil, position 100, thanks to Mark Lenders for that particular result there. 236 mil for position 140. It does seem like the champion did go around that 250 mark that I was predicting, but went slightly higher than that, which is a bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. 62 mil, 294 position. 55.4 mil is position 415. Little difference there of about 600k. got 54 mil, giving position 443. Just end the show by saying massive thank you to everybody that supports the channel as a YouTube member and as a Patreon who are on screen right now. Thank you so much. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. Look forward to seeing you later on for a live stream. So if you got a Prime sub, give your Prime sub to me. It could be really helpful to me. It probably would be at this stage. But yeah, look forward to seeing you all later on in that live stream. Also, make sure to check out some other content located on screen right now. Well, not quite sure what I'm going to do for a second video today. I'll probably go rifting again. We'll go rifting USA Wipeout. Cheers, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.